Coming up on the core, Telfer Reserve lands at 712,000 ounces gold and 23,000 tonnes of copper. 2-year mine plan locks in production through fiscal year 2027. Havieron expansion study targets 4.5 million tonnes per year. You're watching GGP Helps The Core, a clean cut through Greatland Gold's latest update. This is where we pull the high-value material from the latest RNS and get it to you straight. My name's Liam, and let's drill into it. In just 5 months since acquiring Telfer, Greatland has delivered its first full ore reserve, locking in 712,000 ounces of gold and 23,000 tonnes of copper. That reserve is based on 46.1 million tonnes of ore at 0.48 grams per tonne gold, 0.05% copper. The reserve includes 14.2 million tonnes from the West Dome open pit, over 9 million tonnes from high-grade run-of-mine stockpiles, and another 20 million tonnes of low-grade stock, all mined, all paid for, and all ready to feed production. Greatland's new 2-year outlook extends operations through fiscal year 2027. That's an 18-month extension to the pre-acquisitional plan. During this period, the company expects average annual production of between 280,000 and 320,000 ounces of gold, plus 7 to 11,000 tonnes of copper. In fiscal 2026, production is forecast at 300 to 340,000 ounces for 2027, moderate slightly to 260 to 300,000 ounces. All-in sustaining cost is projected between 2,400 and 2,600 Aussie dollars per ounce in 2026 and between 2,750 and 2,950 Aussie dollars in 2027. The slight cost rise reflects a higher portion of mined ore versus stockpile rehandling. Importantly, this plan bridges the so-called Havieron gap. That is, it keeps Telfer fully operational until Havieron ore feed kicks in during fiscal year 2028. That means no infrastructure shutdown, no workforce disruptions, and no idle capital. The update also confirms that integrated production from Havieron and Telfer is expected to drive a steep step change drop in costs as high-grade Havieron ore enters the system. The Havieron reserve currently sits at 24.9 million tonnes, grading 2.98 grams per tonne gold and 0.44% copper, equating to 2.4 million ounces of gold and 190,000 tonnes of copper. On top of that, the indicated mineral resource has expanded to 50 million tonnes at 2.6 grams per tonne gold and 0.33% copper for 4.2 million ounces of contained gold. The Havieron feasibility study is also being upgraded. Originally scoped to 2.8 million tonnes per annum, Greatland is now assessing an expanded case of 4 to 4.5 million tonnes per year. That's 43 to 60% increase in mining rate, enabled by the addition of an underground crusher and new material handling system. This expansion is expected to be largely self-funded through future Havieron cash flows and will leverage existing Telfer processing and haulage infrastructure. Completion of the feasibility study is targeted for the second half of calendar 2025. On the financial side, Greatland continues to de-risk future revenues. A total of 266,000 ounces of gold production is already protected through gold put options. For the June quarter of 2025, 46,000 ounces are covered at a strike price of 3,905 Aussie dollars per ounce. From there, volumes step down slightly, but strike price rise to 4,200 Aussie dollars per ounce by calendar year 2026. That hedging structure provides downside protection while maintaining full upside exposure. Looking beyond 2027, Greatland is already planning further extensions to Telfer. These include additional cutbacks at West Dome, further underground development at Main Dome, and a potential new mining front beneath the West Dome open pit, accessible through existing underground infrastructure. 19 million tonnes of low-grade stockpiles remain at surface for future use, and several drilling programs are already underway to convert inferred resources and unclassified material into mineable inventory. All of this, the new ore reserve, the 2-year production bridge, the Havieron expansion, and the integration strategy is being delivered in just 19 weeks after completing the Telfer acquisition. It is a significant milestone timed ahead of Greatland's upcoming ASX dual listing expected in the June quarter. The company is pushing hard to align its corporate structure with its operational footprint and unlocking new investor access through the Australian exchange. I'm Liam, and you've been watching GGP Helps the Core. Look out for our full breakdown of the RNS coming soon. I appreciate your time, Greatlanders. You know where to find me.